Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should have plenty of excitement and scoring as both teams love to get up and down the field. It's the Packers going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go! Blue 90!
Looking to throw. West. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. West buying time to his left. West wiggles free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, West. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, West looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Set, 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And the back goes into motion. He'll drop to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force an early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They run. It's Mark Ingram, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now running right through it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go now.
Throwing on first down. West toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
To throw on second down. West runs through the contact. The left side throw complete to Adams. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Third and long. West. It's caught. Patton. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And now it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Back to throw. West looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
play fake. He'll look to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now they try the right side here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, West, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Packers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. West. They go screen. This is Ingram. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Now receiver in motion left.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Green.
They run. Abdullah. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amir Abdullah, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. And he knocks it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Packers get set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Off the play fake. West. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On third down, West. steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Returnable for Thomas. A beautiful spin and room to run. Now a hit and a loose football. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. So here we go. 1st and 10 now. Again, this is Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trot it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. And they will line up now for the two-point try. From the gun, West, and that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's good to make it 15-14. 1-point game. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. West, throw right side, caught by Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. West. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big gain of 31 on third down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Gun! Here we go!
Operating from the gun. West. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That was a statement stop right there. Now forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
So it's his 3rd field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need a stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. And the big tight end shifting around. Now back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The 20. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. A give to Kamara running right. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Off play action. West. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. West. And that's complete to Lewis. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words: make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
To throw on second down, West. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it around.
The Packers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, West. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Set. Move now. No. Jack, Patriot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Green 39.
Coming left is Kamara. And some room to roam now. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. In motion right is Bryant. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Off the play fake. West being chased out left. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And Davis has it over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football. And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. Only able to make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much. Here comes the Saints punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Saints, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.